If you're considering the Mockingbird High Chair, after using ours for about a year, I would recommend this high chair over every other one. Here's what I loved about it and what you should know before you really spend all of the money on an expensive high chair. I researched so many different high chairs and seriously considered a few other ones, but my biggest requirement was that it had to be wipeable. I had to be able to get every crevice, every surface, and I wanted it to also be comfortable. I also didn't want fabric high chair material because if I had to constantly be doing laundry or spot cleaning, that was going to drive me insane. And we didn't put the high chair on our registry because we didn't want it to take up space in our living room and our kitchen. And so we thought we'd wait until we actually needed a high chair around 6 months, which I regret because when we ended up buying it, then we had to put all of our money into actually buying it. So I would still recommend putting it on your registry. The cleanup is easily my favorite thing about it. Everything is wipeable. It's got silicone straps. The trays pop in and out, so I can take it to the sink, and instead of scrubbing it on the chair, I can wash the tray. And then the tray separates out from the insert, which means you almost have a second tray if you need to clean it up in a rush. A normal cleanup for me took about 5 minutes, and easy to clean doesn't mean you won't always be cleaning it. My daughter even figured out how to get her hands underneath the tray, so food ended up under there too, but I'd take wiping this down over washing fabric any day. The biggest surprise to me was how little we used the straps. I was obsessed with the straps when we first got it. It's so easy, so adjustable, completely wipeable, and the magnetic buckle. I never felt like I was going to pinch my fingers, pinch my child's fingers. The unfortunate part was my daughter hated being restrained, so we rarely used them. The great part was we can hook the straps behind the chair, so it never felt like they were in the way. And that's our personal experience. It's not a recommendation to skip the restraints. So you always want to follow the Mockingbird's safety instructions. However, we just felt that we couldn't use the chair if she was screaming 24/7. So eventually she became mobile enough that she was trying to climb out of the high chair while unrestrained. So we had to stop using the high chair for a while. Eventually we will transition it to a seat that she can sit at the kitchen table. But for now, she just stands on a kitchen table chair eating. Another thing I love is the base of this high chair is extremely stable. Our daughter was so active, it never felt like it was going to easily tip, even if she was playing at the base of the high chair or climbing on the bottom. I just absolutely love the adjustable tray, the footrest. It's so compact, so easy to move, and we've still had ours with basically no wear and tear after a year of hard use. Now we will use it for our next child, so we're not getting rid of it at any time in the near future, but the ability to transition it into a child's chair will make it even more useful and more long-term. If you're building your registry, I really recommend you put it on there. We will put the link in the description below so you can get the exact chair that we have. And if you're deciding between this one and another high chair, I'd love to hear in the comments which ones you're considering.